Next question, right behind.
Mikro kommt. Alle helfen mit. Wunderbar, danke.
Ja, Marc Schmiechen, freier Redakteur für Maschinen und Technik.
What I would like to know, why aren't forces streamlined? I mean, competition is good, that takes us ahead, but electric mobility is a huge issue. It's present in politics. Why can you not streamline your activities to get the costs down? When I cooperate with others, then I am more efficient, and nevertheless, I have the competition under control. Yes, we're streamlining our efforts, but with the cars. These are the big quantities, and this is where we achieve benefits. It's difficult when we are ahead of the competition. We don't want to give this step ahead to our competition. With cars, we like to do that, but with our colleagues at the competition, we don't like to do that. Yes, please.
Good morning. My name is Takai Kato from Nikkei. I have a question for Mr. Bernhardt. Last week, Tesla Motor announced they have planned to explore e-truck or e-bus as well as a passenger car. So could you give me some comments on Tesla's plans? And do you think Tesla would be your competitor in the future or might be a partner for Daimler? Thank you.
Yes, I read that article. Well, we have many years of experience in producing cars and vehicles, and we also have a long test history. We have a huge sales network. We have many customers that we talk to. They're waiting for these vehicles, so I think that we're excellently prepared to serve this market segment. And the article last week, of course, shows that there is an interest and that the timing is right. So it's a hot issue, but we are ahead, and you see this vehicle. Yes, you will be next.
Hallo, ja, Sven Benür von der Deutschen Verkehrszeitung.
Mr. Enners, you said 200 kilometers range are possible in urban distribution haulage. We have also vehicles with many PTOs, cooling machine, for example. On a day like this, then the AC will be at full capacity. In winter, you need heating. Can you keep up that promise then? Well, we check that in our test phase. We gathered experience. Marco Zosera said it before in Portugal with our vehicles. They had air condition and everything. We are confident about the 200 kilometers. That's the range that we need in urban distribution haulage. At the IAA, you may be able to see one or more PTTs, and of course, this claim is including PTOs. When you have extreme conditions, of course, if you want to cool down the cab to 10 degrees all the time, then of course that is a huge challenge. We will have to get used to that vehicles have to be preconditioned and that they will be operated differently. We will take a look at that in the next tests, how the dependencies are and how we validate our 200 kilometers range. I would like to comment on that. Actually, we have such vehicles. This is one of them. We have a cooling box, tipper, garbage collector vehicles. Everything is working. We managed to do that with 47 kilowatts, so we can expect that 200 kilowatts more will be more than enough. We have one customer, 7-Eleven, a supermarket chain in Japan. Next year we will equip them with 50 to 100 vehicles. Here we gathered experience with Hermes in the city of Stuttgart. We see that this vehicle is ready for everyday use. And even though Fuso is not in focus in Asia, but not in Europe, but in Asia, that is an issue that is gaining momentum. All the experience that we gathered in Asia with these vehicles, the e-Canter and the e-Canter, together with Sven Enners, we will share this information, not only share because he is responsible. That means his experience is based on the e-Canter, and that will be brought into the e-Urban. So we really can expect it's ready for everyday use, and we see it. We have seen it for 2 years. Okay, last round now, these two colleagues, and then we have lunch, and you can also ask your questions then.
Thank you very much. Ian Norwell, freelance from various UK magazines. One of the issues in inner cities, particularly in London, I'm sure in other cities too, are pedestrian and cyclist injuries from heavy trucks. The heavy truck, unfortunately, has become an inconvenient truth for a lot of people who run London. The silence of these vehicles is really very, very impressive indeed. I acknowledge that noise pollution reduction is very important, but how do you foresee the safety elements of running these kind of vehicles in London, where cyclists have yet to come to the party in terms of safety? They're totally unregulated. And pedestrians, we have a breed called podestrians who wander about with iPods in their ears and step off pavements in an unexpected way. It's an amusing term, but it's leading to fatalities, and I imagine a truck like that or that could be quite a challenge. How do you foresee that vehicle coping in that environment?
First of all, you mentioned two topics. The first topic was accidents with heavy-duty trucks involving pedestrians and cyclists. You certainly read a while ago, and at the IAA that will also be shown, that we will be able to handle these critical situations, to make them safer with cornering assist function, warning the driver when he enters a critical situation. So the active warning of the driver in critical situations is our core target, to reduce these accidents, of course. You mentioned a second topic, low noise vehicles. I wanted to leave something for the IAA. Look, Wolfgang Bernhard just said it. There are many devices at the vehicles, radar sensors, for example, that we can detect cyclists and pedestrians with. This way we can warn the driver. The driver can respond to that. The second topic you mentioned, the vehicle have a low noise. That's right. We want to reduce noise emissions in very critical driving situations. However, the driver can always have a warning device active, telling the driver that there is a bicycle, for example. Last question now, up there.
Magazine Camion Actu. Last year, during the ride in Amsterdam, GNAF did show us full electric Attego and gave us flyers which present us full electrics Antos up to 44 tons. So, is there differences between Euro eTrucks and GNAF eTrucks?
Yes, there are clear differences. The GNAF truck is a converted truck using an e-motor instead of a combustion engine. We will have fully integrated, optimized vehicles which are designed for e-drive. Yes, 44 tons can be moved, but not over a distance of 200-300 kilometers. Various applications will enable 40 to 60 kilometers, but that's not enough for urban distribution haulage. Thank you very much, dear gentlemen.
wieder Platz zu nehmen. Ich habe
Could you please take a seat? I have a few housekeeping remarks that I want to get rid of before we have lunch.